Okay, so this video is for our friend Big Buck Abe, and he said, show me how to kill food for my family. Now that's a really, really broad question, so I'm going to narrow it down a little bit. Now, let's pretend that Abe is lost somewhere in the wilderness with his family, okay? And let's say the rest of his family is either sick or injured or something, so that makes him the only one who's able to do pretty much anything, including get food, alright? Help is too far away for him to just run and get without them dying, so he needs to find food for them until they're all well enough to get help. Honestly, in this situation, most people would probably try to go hunting and try to get something, right? But honestly, hunting is probably the last thing you want to do to get food right now. You're going to want to go with trapping, okay? Trapping is best when you're in a survival situation. Just take a day, go around, walk, take a nice walk in as big an area as you can. Just go everywhere and look for signs, okay? Look for animal signs, small animals, alright? You don't want to try to trap a deer. That's just a deer or bear or whatever. Anything large is probably a bad idea in a survival situation. So you're looking for small animal tracks, fox, possum, raccoon, whatever you have in that area, porcupine. I mean, looking for that kind of thing. And then you set up snares. Deadfall is probably the easiest to do in this situation. But honestly, this is just way too much to go over in one video. It's a really, really broad topic, trapping in itself. But then there's hunting too. Once you have your traps set up, and honestly, boredom's a big problem in survival because you're sitting around just trying to stay alive most of the time. You don't really have anything to do. The reason that hunting's usually a bad idea is because in a survival situation, you're not sitting in your tree stand waiting up there for whatever it is to come to you. I mean, you don't have a tree stand. You could try sitting in a tree, whatever, but you're most likely going to be hunting with a spear, knife, club for smaller animals, stuff like that. So you're not going to be in the tree stand. You're going to be on the ground stalking, spot and stalk. You're going to be following them. So you're putting out energy to get energy back. And if you don't get anything on your hunt, you just lost that whole day wasting calories doing that. So trapping's definitely better. But if you have your trap line set up and you're getting animals regularly on your trap line, then you could probably afford to go hunting and try to get something bigger. Alright? That's how that works. That's basically what you want to do for that situation, okay? If you are going hunting, if you've got your trap line set up and you've decided that it's okay for you to go hunting, then still, you're probably not going to want to go after the deer. As much as I didn't want this to happen, I was deer hunting today, and it almost perfectly illustrates my point, okay? I was out with the 30-30, and I was hunting for deer. I was stalking, like you would have been in a survival situation, and I was coming up this hill, and I could hear the deer feeding just over the top. I couldn't see them yet, but I could hear them. And then I heard an engine, and it was really loud. It was running, and here it was my little sister. She was coming down the lane on the other side of our property on the four-wheeler. And then I heard the deer just turn tail and run. So all those deer got scared off. Now this whole time I was walking through the midst of a bunch of rabbits and squirrels and even fox. Okay, so today, if I was in a survival situation, it would have been so much better for me to go hunting for rabbit and squirrel and fox. Okay, don't pass up the food that you have. Okay, just because it's small doesn't mean it's not good. Because you could spend all day passing up small meat, okay, and not get anything at all because you're just going after the big meat, okay? So, would you rather have a little bit of meat or none at all is a lot of times the question, okay? It's never a good idea to have to go out hunting and not get anything when you're in a survival situation. Whatever you have to do to get something, I don't care if it's an endangered species if you're trying to stay alive. You kill what you can, okay? So, I hope that helps you out. If anybody thinks of any other things that I left out, or you want me to make another video on something else, just post it in the comments below the video, and I will make a video about that the Saturday after next, because next Saturday is going to be a video about how to clean and skin and tan the skin of and make jewelry out of the bones of whatever animal you get, okay? Honestly, the jewelry is a waste of time if you're in a survival situation. This is just for fun if you're not, alright? The tanning and the skinning, and obviously that thing will help you out for clothing and food. So, alright. So, in the comments below, you tell me what you want to see Saturday after next, and I'll do a video on that, okay? Hope that helps you out, Big Buck Abe. I'll see you guys next Saturday.